Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Card Game Guru here today, and today we're back testing for the NRG Modern 5K coming up October 23rd. Today we'll be test playing some Temur Crashcade, as some people call it, Temur Cascade, Temur Crashing Footfalls, whatever you want to call it. Basically, you're playing your Cascade spells and hope to cast this Rhinos for free. Played a few practice games before this, but let's go ahead and jump into a league. And let's see how we do. So far, so let's jump into our first game here. What are we playing against? I'm not playing a companion, so I'm not going to forget it like I normally do. I don't hate this hand. It's not great. I really would like to draw a third land, but we have Force Backup and Brazen Borrower if they're on Chalice, so we'll keep. And we can suspend a Footfalls on one. We'll pay 2 life. I'll suspend a Footfalls. Pass turn. Verdant Catacombs. Playing against Zoomerjun, maybe? Blood Crypt, okay. Am I getting Thoughtseized? Inquisition. Do I force here? Probably not. I don't really want a 2-for-1 myself. They take our Shardless Agent, sure. That's fine. So these are the cards I know about. These are the cards we have exiled. Hinterland Harbor. We don't need to play that. They don't need to know what we drew. We'll play the Foothills and pass our turn. Keep up Brazen Borrower if we need to. Then next turn we can keep up Violent Outburst. So it does look like they are on Zoomerjund. That's a thick Tarmogoyf. Huh. Okay. Do I have Brazen Borrower here? Probably. Well. Yeah, I think we do. Let's grab a mountain. Let's grab a mountain here. Brazen Borrower. Or Petty Theft, rather. Petty Theft the Tarmogoyf. Let me close. Let's close Spotify. See if that helps with the lag. Okay, we drew a Shardless Agent. That's pretty good. Do we play Shardless Agent or Violent Outburst? Probably Shardless Agent, actually. We want to keep the Violent Outburst for combat trick purposes. So they know about every card in our hand. I'm just going to get rid of that. Oh, and our opponent scoops it up? Okay, sure. Huh. Alright. That was a quick and easy one. Playing against Jund. Do we want Blood Moons against Zoomerjund? Probably. Looking like Blood Moons, Endurance, Clothy. Blood Moon just to hit their mana base. This card will used to be like a 50-50 against Old Jund. Just attacks their lands. Their land base is pretty sketchy. Endurance I think is pretty good against Tarmogoyf. And Clothis, same thing. It allows us to play the long game a little bit better. Cards I don't like against Jund. Probably Force. Season Pyro's fine. Prismari Command's fine. It hits their Urza Saga token. Fire Ice is fine. Taps their lands. Dead and Gone, maybe? I like Gone. I can bounce their Tarmogoyf. Fury's fine as well. So, what do we want? We want like 2 and cut the forces. Bring in like 2 endurance. We want a Clothy? Clothis? Or we want Blood Moon? No, I don't know. try the Blood Moons this game. Hopefully the Endurance gives us enough game against Tarmogoyf that I won't need Clothis. Think about this hand. I'm not super excited by this one. Did our opponent mulliganed? We have all the answers in the world, but nothing really going on besides that. This Misty probably has to get a Stomping Ground, so I won't be able to play this Murktide. Maybe I'm supposed to keep this. We'll keep. I don't hate it, I just don't have a Footfalls. And mulliganing against Jun's just always kind of fine. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. Our opponent get mulled to 5, so they're probably looking for a Chalice, would be my guess. So having double Prismari command is probably good. Inquisition, that's fine. Feed our Murktide, basically. So they took up Seasoned Pyromancer. Is that my 6? And we drew a Seasoned Pyromancer. Look at that. Play Misty past turn. Can't really tap their land here, unfortunately. And our opponent just scoops it up. Well, that was a pretty quick one. Probably didn't draw their second land. We weren't drawing our third land anytime soon, so thanks for that one, opponent. Let's go ahead and try to jump into another game right now and see what we can do. Back for game 2 here against Doom Switch. Is that Doomwake? Kahira. Huh. So they're probably on elementals. I cannot keep this hand. If it's in your opening hand, you're not the starting player. Begin the game battlefield with a luck counter. If you do, exile a card from your hand. So basically it jumps us a turn. What card don't we really want? Do we just not want this Footfalls? Or do we not want to land? I'm going to keep 6. We got to put 1 back. Probably get away with putting this island back. And then do I want to put those Gemstone Caverns into play? We're going to remove Fury or Footfalls. I guess we can remove Prismari Command too. We're going to put the Cavern into play. I think we can get rid of Footfalls here. I think our opponent's probably on Elementals. I mean, they might be on Control. That's a good draw. Okay. So now we really just need to find a third land for this Outburst. Third land. One time. Third land? That is not a third land. Unfortunate. They are on blue-white control. This Fury is probably really bad, unfortunately. Okay, so they are on control. Let's go ahead and just tap their Mystic Gate and draw a card. That's not a card we wanted to draw. It's good against the shark token, but that's about it. Land? No, that is not a land. Okay. Interesting. Opponent missing their 4th land drop. Sure. Still really can't cast anything. Land? Hey, look at that. Alright, so now we really want to outburst during their turn and force their counterspell. Gonna cycle a shark here. Target player draws 2 cards. Trying to think. They don't really play force anymore, but I'm thinking if I outburst here, it means they get a Supreme Verdict on their turn. Yeah, it's fine. You can draw your cards. If I'm supposed to outburst there, let me know down below. It's a tough one for me, I think. Did they not find their land? Was it Teferi time? Oh, well. Green, blue, white. Here's a violent. Oh, it needs red, not white. Red. A violent outburst. Cast Crashing Footfalls. Do we force Teferi here? Probably. Target Teferi, exile Prismari command. Untapped. They got a prismatic ending. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, we probably could have Furied the Teferi, but I didn't want to lose my Rhino tokens. Attack for 4. Opponent's got a lot of cards in their hand. That's my only worry right now. A lot of cards. It's going to be a tight one. Do they tap out and play Hero of Dominaria here? That would be good for us. There's just Prismatic Ending, sure. That's fine. Triome, sure. Crack Misty. Go get a second Steam Vents. Might just get up to hardcasting this Fury. Brazen Borrower's a good one. It's a flash threat that also answers anything they play. So they're going to cycle a Typhoon here. Sure. Debating outbursting here. It runs really into the same problem of they get to Supreme Verdict, untap Supreme Verdict. That's not really something I want them to be able to do. Added Kahira to their hand, that's fine. It's dead. The shark token. Okay. Then we want to flash in a Brazen Borrower. Gonna counter this, yep, that's fine. One of their cards in their hands, Kahira. It's not a great draw. Not a great draw. We might end up just having to hardcast Force. We got Memory Deluge. Got 6 cards in their hand, 5 with Kahira. That's fine. Not great for us, but fine. Scalding Tarn. We could just cast Fury here with no targets. I think that's fine. Grab a Stomping Ground untapped. Cast Fury. Make them have an answer? Oh. No targets. I don't know if this is a good matchup or not. I feel like it's good for blue-white control. I have done some testing with blue-white control. That was one of the decks I tested with. I went 3-2 in a league. It was alright. Didn't hate it. It felt like there were some just unwinnable games, unfortunately. Like, sometimes the deck just felt way too slow, which is, I mean, in blue-white control's nature, but... I got Teferi, Hero of Dominaria here? Solitude, sure. Sure. Yep, that's fine. Do we outburst at sorcery speed? No, we drew an island to hold up force and outburst, so we'll just pass. I mean, if I'm my opponent, I'd never tap mana again. All you need is the one Solitude. Doom Switch. I feel like I've heard of Doom Switch. They have a lot of mana. One of them's a Kahira. They're going to bury us in Castle Vantress, so... They also have Memory Deluge they could flash back as well, so I think we're going to go for it here. Well... I don't think it's getting any better for us is my thing. So let's play Violent Outburst. Cast the Footfalls. Counterspell. Let's force the counterspell. Oh, the Footfalls resolves. Okay. Solitude. Sure. Okay, eat one of my rhinos, that's fine. Season peasy. Okay. It's coming around. Draw 2 cards. Let's go ahead and dead the Solitude. Attack for 4. It's at 11. There's no real reason to play this Misty. It is deck thinning, but I'd rather keep it in my hand for later season Pyros or I was going to say something. Or just a bluff, really. I mean, 4-3 Solitude's kind of annoying. 12-15. They still have Castle Vantress mana up, which is unfortunate for us. That's really when control starts doing well. I don't really want to trade this Rhino token for a Solitude either. So I think we actually... play Pyromancer, discard Misty. What do they got? Is it resolved? Discard Misty. Draw 2 more lands. Oh boy. Okay. I think we... as I said, we could attack with both, but they block Pyro with Solitude, gain 4, and then they don't lose anything from the Rhino. So we're not really gaining an advantage by doing that. Let's play Scalding Tarn, pass turn. Memory Deluge, sure. I think this game's closer to what it actually looks. So Fairy's kind of annoying. They bounce our Rhino. Now, I don't think it's close anymore. Unfortunately. I think pre-Teferi we still had a chance, and now I don't think we do anymore. They're going to attack with Kahira. I'm just going to block. Double block. I don't know why they attacked with Kahira. Oh, I should have blocked, actually. Killed the Solitude. Huh. Spreading Seas our Gemstone Mine, sure. Or Gemstone Cavern, sure. Crack the Scalding Tarn. Grab a Breeding Pool. Fury. So we can cast Fury to here, to here. Red, red, blue, blue, green. Two here, two here. My opponent must not have any counter spells in their hand. What do they have? They just all lands? Are they Teferi flooded, maybe? Teferi, sure. Tick up Teferi, sure. You got a Wrath here? Wrath here, I'll probably scoop it up, right? I can't beat a Hero of Dominaria, I don't think. Play a couple more turns, maybe. See what we draw. Misty is not gonna do it, unfortunately. We can make some tokens. Try one more turn, see what happens, see what my opponent does. Sure. Chase, sure. Yeah, we're just gonna scoop this one up, right? Yeah. We'll go to game 2. Change the sideboard up a little bit. We definitely want the 4 Mystical Disputes. What, Clothy maybe? Maybe a Clothy. Don't really want Forces. Maybe I want Forces, actually. Meh. We only really hit Chalice and Force of or Spreading Seas. We'll put them in just in case. We need more cards to bring in. Endurance. It's a 3/4 flash, which is good, but that's about it. Yeah, maybe. Blood Moons are also maybes. Blood Moon actually is pretty decent against this blue-white control. Their mana base is so hard. So let's go through and figure out what cards we don't want. I don't think we want Dead Gone, even though it does hit the Shark token. Fury hits their Planeswalkers, which is fine with me. Force of Vigor, I'm iffy on. We can probably cut this Gemstone Cavern since we're on the play. Prismari Command also blows up artifacts, which I'm okay with. Probably don't want these Force of Vigors. Don't want Blood Moons. I don't want Clothy. Maybe I don't even want Endurance. Cutting Endurance too? Probably. Can't really cut the Cascade cards. Prismari Command blows up Chalice, so that's necessary. This is good for grinding. Dispute is obvious. Force is obvious. Blood Moons. I really like Blood Moon. Do I like it enough to keep it in the deck, though? I don't think I want Murktide. Fire Ice is good to stop their counter spells. Yeah, let's just cut Blood Moon, I think. I think it's more of a liability to us than it actually hurts them. Is it better or worse than Fire Ice? Let's try Blood Moon. Let's cut a Fury, a Fire Ice. Let's cut 2 Furies and a Fire Ice. Let's try the Blood Moon. Let's see how that goes. The more I think about it, the more I think... I mean, they play a lot of basics, but their basics really aren't that great. What do we think of this hand? Could Fire Ice their land and hope to draw a Cascade spell. I got Force back up. We just really need a Cascade spell, so I'll keep it. I do need to be careful with my fetches now that we have Blood Moon in. Start with a Foothills Pass. It's unfortunate we drew the 1 mountain. Colonnade, huh? Let's go grab a forest. Yeah, let's grab a forest here. Drew a Mystical Dispute, which is good. Stop on my opponent's upkeep, tap their land, draw a card. Grab me an island this time. Ice. Ice your Colonnade. Drew a Shardless Agent, which is very good. So now we can play a Shardless Agent next turn. Yeah, Chalice on 0? No, thank you. We tap Fire Ice. I actually think we want to get rid of Brazen Borrower. So we're going to be at 2. Yeah, let's get rid of Brazen Borrower. I want to keep Fire Ice just because I can tap their land to keep them off Supreme Verdict on turn 4. What could they have? Flusterstorm, Spell Pierce would be annoying. I don't think they play either of those cards, though. Another Dispute. I think we have to go for it, right? If they have it, they have it. Cast Footfalls. Make our Rhinos, so they don't have it. We just need to make sure they don't have a Teferi here. Actually, Teferi's not even that. They just bounce a Rhino. Draw a card. Then they lose their Teferi. Can I get a blue source, please? It is not a blue source. It makes a blue source, I suppose. Let's go to combat. Attack for 10. And then we Fire Ice their Triome during their upkeep. Or Ice their Triome. Okay, so now, do they have Teferi then? Is that what they have? Teferi bounce a Rhino? Sure. It's fine. So drew another Fire Ice. So we could deal 8 damage, put them at 1. We could kill their Teferi, put them at 5. And Ice their Triome again. That might actually just be the play. Attack Teferi, attack Doom Switch. I could have put them at 3 and just hoped this was enough, but I don't think it would have been. Did I just keep up Mystical Dispute? I'm trying to think. If they have a land, this Ice really doesn't do anything. If they have Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, have Dispute. I can also just fire them. No, I think I'm just going to tap their Triome again. Hope they don't have the 4th land. Oh, there it is. Supreme Verdict time. Can I draw my 4th land so I could play like a Brazen Borrower or a Seasoned Pyromancer maybe? That would be sweet. We only really need to get 2 damage. Oh, they're just dead, right? Land? Okay, play the Steam Vents untapped. Red, blue, green. 2 damage any target. I would like a treasure token. 2 damage any target. Treasure. 2 to you. Give me a treasure. Okay, game 3. Okay, okay. So what do we think about the Blood Moons? I think they're much worse on the draw. So I think we cut the Blood Moons, bring a Gemstone Cavern back in. Do we want Fire Ice? Can bring back in a Fire Ice and an Endurance, maybe? Who want Fury? Fury or Endurance? I think I just want to play as many threats as I can at instant speed. So we'll bring in an Endurance. Try it like that. We have to be quick. They have 6 more minutes than us. Which I salute my opponent, or applaud my opponent rather, for being quick. Being a quick control player. This is a hand. Yeah, I'm going to keep. We're weak to Teferi. That's about it. We have a Chalice answer. That's not the greatest draw in the world. Scalding Tarn's going to go get a Stomping Ground. Yep. Another land. Oh my. This is not going well. Granted, I mean, we have basically 4 copies of Rhinos in our hand. So what we're going to do is, next turn, we're going to outburst during their turn. See what they do. If they counter the Rhinos, untap, play a Shardless Agent. Can we get a Breeding Pool tapped? Mystical Dispute, that's a good draw. So we want to outburst now? Yeah, I think we do. Red, green, whatever. Outburst. Cast. Footfalls. Counterspell. Sure. Fury. Sure. Play the Steam Vents untapped. Blue, green, red, Shardless Agent. Cast Rhinos. Cracks the Flooded Strand. I'm wondering if they're fighting over this Footfalls, that means they don't have a Supreme Verdict in hand. Oh, Dovin's Veto can't be countered. Okay, sure. I'll take my 2/2 Shardless Agent though. No biggie. They only have 4 cards left in their hand though. So what do we want? We want them to tap out for a Teferi here. Nope. That is none of the things I wanted. Combat. I don't know if I even want to run the Shardless Agent out there. I think we can hold this one back. I got a Shark Typhoon. Petty Theft. Let's go ahead, yeah, let's Petty Theft that. Take your 2, you go to 15. Let's play Misty and pass. And plan on flashing in this Brazen Borrower. Charm, draw 2. Huh. So they're looking for their 5th land. Do I care? I mean, I could put them at 10 right now. If I let that resolve, which I think I'm going to. Let's cack the Misty. Need a 2nd blue. Let's grab a Steam Vents untapped. Cast Brazen Borrower. Charm resolves. I don't really think I want to fight over the charm. That's why I didn't dispute it. I mean, if they draw their land, they draw their land. I mean, it feels really bad if I counter it, then they draw their land next turn. I mean, then I'm only dealing 2 a turn, opposed to 5. Now the question becomes, do I want to play a Fury? I can present them with lethal here, right? So I can play Shardless Agent, make some Rhinos. So that's 8, 10, 13. Is there any way that I can... If they have a Verdict... do I want to keep playing around the Verdict? I don't want to keep giving them time. So I could just play this Fury and present lethal. I'll pass. I don't want to play into the Supreme Verdict. I think if they have a Supreme Verdict, we cannot come back from that. They do not have the Supreme Verdict. Sure. Let's go grab an island. Let's keep getting these lands out of our deck. So tell me they have a Rhino in, or a Shark in their hand? Probably. Attack for 5. Shark for 1. Block Brazen Borrower. It's unfortunate. I think if that's what they're doing, we do just play Fury. Or are we going to make Rhinos? If we make Rhinos here... Well, they have Counterspell up. So let's play Gemstone Cavern. Maybe. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast Fury. Counterspell, sure. Maybe I should have disputed that, actually. That's unfortunate. I didn't think about that. I clicked too fast. What we got here? Teferi? Prismatic Ending. Sure. We got unfortunate and drew a lot of lands this game. I don't think we're dead yet. But it's not looking too great. Let's play green, whatever, blue, Shardless Agent, trigger Cascade, cast our 3rd Rhinos. I'll dispute that one. Play this tapped. I really wouldn't mind drawing like a Seasoned Pyromancer. That would be preferable. So what do we want them to do here? Not a thing? Supreme Verdict. That was... See, that's not doing anything, man. That's not doing anything. Seasoned Pyromancer. One time. Give it to me. I would also take like a Violent Outburst. Okay. Sure. Pyromancer. Good with that, opponent? Counterspell. That's fine. Maybe we should have forced that. We can also make tokens now. It's a 4-turn clock. If they start hauling us, it's not a race we're going to win, unfortunately. We can force the Memory Deluge. Nah. I have Teferi. Oh, they added Kahira to their hand. Let's make a Seasoned Pyromancer now. Red, red, blue, blue, green, green. Or make Exile a Seasoned Pyromancer. Endurance! Okay. Okay. Forgot that was in our deck. Attack them for 2. They got a 6. They're almost dead. So close. So I'm going to give my opponent the option here. And Endurance their graveyard. Ooh, and there's our third Rhinos. They can make Hall, block, take 2, go to 4. They can't make Hall and a Colonnade, can they? They can't make a thick-ass shark, though. That's fine. Should need to dodge the second Supreme Verdict. Solitude, that's a good one. Solitude, Endurance. Yep. It's unfortunate. Sure. You go to 9, you're going to go to 8, back to 8. Green, blue. Let's try for our last Rhinos. See if this is good enough. Maybe we're supposed to Endurance ourselves, but I don't think so. I'm just worried about the Deluge flashback, and they have the Dovin's Veto. Okay, this isn't looking so hot for us anymore. That's unfortunate. As always, guys, if you guys have any suggestions about gameplay, go ahead and let me know down below. I'd really appreciate it. I don't think this one's going to last a whole lot longer, unfortunately. Let's see what we draw. Endurance would be good. Mystical Dispute. That isn't it. Pass turn. Now they get a bury us in a Castle Vantress. Sure, cycle the shark. Didn't even want to castle us, huh? Chalice on 3. We're gonna go ahead and cast a Force of Negation. No, thank you. Is it the fairy time? No, thank you. Block Kahira. Chump Solitude, take 4. Maybe I should have killed the Solitude there, and that's it. Alright, guys, I'll see you for the next game. Have a good day. Bye. Hello, guys. Welcome back to Game 3 here after we lost that heartbreaking game, or match 2. And then we get hands like this that are mulligans. I don't hate this hand. We really just need a green. Can we put a Brazen Borrower on bottom, maybe? It's either that or like one of these red cards. We're going to put a Borrower on bottom. Our opponent kept 7. They have Kahira as their companion. Hoping that means they're on elementals, because control is not the easiest matchup in the world. Oh my god. MTGO bug, huh? The good old Scry bug making an appearance. So they're cracking their Misty, probably getting a Triome. Ketria. If it's Ketria, that doesn't answer either. Well, Ketria's played in elementals, right? It's an elemental Triome. Excuse me? Triome in the Urza's Mine. Chalice on 1. Yeah, alright. Sure. That is no bueno for my opponent. Play the Sulphur Falls, pass turn. So my opponent's on Chalice in the main deck. What are they? Chalice and Tron? They have Natty Tron. I don't really want a Brazen Borrower here to bounce their Chalice. Land? Ugh. That's disgusting. Okay, well, sometimes you just get unlucky, right? Hopefully it's not a Eugene on 4. There's Natural Tron. Karn. You're gonna Darn liquid metal coating, aren't you? That's unfortunate. What can we do about that? Not a whole lot, actually. We can brazen borrower the Karn. It's brazen borrower, yeah. It's brazen borrower the liquid metal coating, I suppose. If we don't draw a third land here, we probably scoop it up. I don't really want my opponent to know what the Chalice. We didn't draw a land. Oh, we can Fury the Karn here. Yeah. Let's exile, what, Dead and Gone? Dead and Gone's good against like a Worm Coil. Peasy. Yeah, we can exile a Peasy. Kill your Karn. This still has 5 cards in their hand. That's crazy. You can pass here, tap the Urza's Tower during their upkeep. This is not a land. It's unfortunate. It's Tron. We definitely want Blood Moons. Probably not Disputes. Maybe Force of Vigor. Hydroid Crisis. Excuse me? What is my opponent doing? Can I get a land? Holy shnikes. I think we're just gonna concede here. Nah, let's keep seeing what they're doing. We can make our opponent play it out to get more information, but we just don't play anything. Blue, green, Tron? Okay. Okay, I don't hate it. Chalice on 0, though. I do kind of hate that one. Sure, I'll take my 4. Blast Zone. Sure. Go ahead and Brazen Borrower, the Chalice. Do I have counter spells too? Is it like Condescend? Excuse me? Alright, okay. No, you got me. We have the Prismari command in our hand. Crashing, fuck. Okay, sometimes you just get bad hands, right? It's always game 2. What do you got? That's a lot of mana. So 6? Is that another Hydroid Crisis? That is a thick jellyfish, if I do say so myself. Yeah, we're just gonna pick it up here. So we're against blue-green Tron? We want Blood Moons, probably Force of Vigors, Endurance I'm not super interested in. What about Dispute? Yeah, we can cut Dead and Gone, Murktide, Fury's good, Fire Ice is good, Force is fine. I really like Force Negation that hits their payoffs. Prismari Command hits Chalice. We cut Peasies. I'm gonna cut like a Peasy. Cut a Peasy, cut a Fury. I'm on the play, so let's cut. Let's bring Fury back in. Let's cut the Gemstone Caverns. Try it like that. Well, let me know how you guys would sideboard in this matchup. I'm not very familiar with this version of Tron. I would like to play first. Those are spells. Yeah, we'll keep. We have Force for the Chalice. We have Fire Ice to keep their mana tapped. This hand's pretty good, actually. I don't hate it. We just need a third land. Do I want to get green right off Scalding Tarn? Let's get green blue. Red blue. Let's grab green red. Let's grab the Stomping Ground, I think. Got a little bit of lag. Can I draw a third land? My god, this better not happen again. I'm going to be very upsetty spaghetti if this happens again. Crack the Misty, that's fine. Grabs an island? Let's go ahead and tap it now. I don't think there's any good at tapping it at the end of their turn. You can play a 2-drop if they do that. Oh my god, let's not do this. Come on, third land. Urza's Tower, sure. Chalice on 0. Let's go ahead and force that. Let's card Brazen Borrower. Can I get a third land? Please. One time, third land. My god. Never lucky, huh? Never lucky. So now my opponent has counter spells up. So we get all third land here. Still fine? Okay. Rather had that last turn, but that's okay. Can outburst during their turn and force their counter spell. Yeah, Tron again on 4. Is it Karn time? Karn's fine. Grab a Chalice on 0. That would be unfortunate. Void Mirror. You're just casting it, huh? With 1 mana open? Cast Footfalls. You got the Condescend. Probably got to force that, right? It's so unfortunate. Could force the Void Mirror. I think we're just going to force the Condescend. Give me some Rhinos. Would like to draw a Blood Moon here. Oh, that counters my Fury too. That's unfortunate. I didn't think about that. Blood Moon? Steam Vents. Well, we can almost cast... hard cast this Fury. These games are just not going so well for me now, huh? Karn countered with their own Void Mirror. Nice, nice. Okay, opponent scoops it up. Alright, going to game 3. Oh, goodness. Alright. You love to see it. Okay, so we probably bring the Gemstone Cavern back in. Still not interested in Dead and Gone, or Clothy, or Endurance. Do I want Mystical Dispute? No. Murktide. What do I want to... do I want to cut something for this Peasy? this Fury maybe? Cut a Fury out of Pyro. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Kills Karn. Yeah, we'll run it back like this. Yeah. Choose to play first, as expected. We have the Blood Moon, and we have a Violent Outburst, and a Fury. Yeah, we'll keep. Opponent kept as well. Just have natural Tron on 3. That would be unfortunate for us. Chalice on 0, that's fine. Whatever. Doesn't look like that's what we're doing this game anyways. Pyro's a good draw. Let's play Scalding Tarn and pass. Drawing a Fire Ice would be sick here. Maybe a Force would have been really good there too. I could have forced their Chalice and their map. They're going to have one turn with Tron active, maybe. That's what it looks like. Crack the Tarn. Let's go grab a Stomping Ground. There's no reason to get a mountain there. Maybe we could have got an island. So now we can get Forest and be completely Blood Moon proof. It's fine. I'm gonna crack their map. Hopefully they just play like a Karn. Karn minus. I don't really want. Okay, so they grabbed a Misty? Interesting. So they're going to keep up Counterspell for Blood Moon. Okay, that's fine. That means we'll crack this Foothills, grab a Forest. Prismari Command's a good draw. Because now I can blow up their Chalice and make a token. Okay, okay. I'm with it. Play Island Pass. This deck has a lot more play to it than I thought it would. Prismari Command. I want a token. Or I want a loot. Kind of want a loot here, right? So, target player draws 2 and target player destroy an artifact. Do I want a treasure here? I mean, we have Pyro to loot. Yeah, I actually think I just want a treasure. I want a treasure. I want to blow up your Chalice. Okay, Misty resolves. Get to Triumph. Just walking right into this Blood Moon here. If I can ever get it to resolve, I suppose. Urza's Mine? What'd they get off there? Oh, they got a Misty off there? Interesting. So they didn't even get map. Okay. Signet's fine. I don't really care. So they have Condescend here. For what, 2? It's okay. Play this Scalding Tarn. We'll just pass. Well, I only saw Condescend there. So I wonder if I'm supposed to just jam the Blood Moon here? And just pay the 2? But if it's a remand... Let's just try to get these Rhinos going first. I'm okay with that. I mean, they can condescend our rhinos, and then we could play the Blood Moon after as well, use it as a bait spell. Alright with that. So they played their Misty, we know that much. Another Signet. I want them to counter... red, green, blue. Let's just Violent Outburst now. Cascade Trigger. Let's cast a Rhino. Rhino's Resolve, okay. Sounds good to me. Signet resolves your Bar of Soap. I don't really need to crack my Scalding Tarn here. Watch me draw a land. Ooh, another Violent Outburst? Okay. So that means we can actually just keep up. Opponent's going to take it. So we're going to play Mountain. Sacrifice Scalding Tarn. Grab an island. Red. Red. Play this Blood Moon. So we could condescend for 3 here. That really doesn't do anything. Just pay the 3, right? So we have a decision. We can Rhinos again. And then they're just extra dead. I think I'll pay for it. They get their scry still, I believe. Only have 3 cards, so 6 mana, 3 cards. It could be a Wormcoil. Wormcoil's kind of unfortunate. Puts 2 cards on the bottom, sure. So they're digging for something. Got a bunch of mountains in a blue and a green. So they could play their Hydroid Krasis here for 4 and draw 2 cards. And then it dies to a Fury. And then they take 8 and go to 3. It might actually just be dead if it's a Hydroid Krasis, to be honest. I'm just going to... Oh, they're just going to cast a Fury? Short. Kill a Rhino. That's fine. Well, opponent, I'm going to match your Fury with my Fury. Right, because I don't think I can kill you this turn. I can deal 5. Yeah. I'm wondering if there's a world where I bounce a Bar of Soap. No, I don't think so. Stupid lag. Okay. Killed their Fury. We're going to attack for 4 here. They go to 7. They're dead next turn if they don't have anything. Hydroid Krasis for Chalice on 0. Sure. That's fine. Don't care about that. Krasis on 2. Another Fury. So you're going to kill a... You probably got to kill the Fury, right? Yeah. Sure. That's fine. Oh, that's kind of funny. So I could borrow her the Chalice. And Play a Violent Outburst, but I think drawing the Fury means I'm just going to Fury again. That was a really good draw. I don't hate it. Kill their Fury. Combat. Attack for 4. It goes to 3. So if we draw a Prismari Command, Fire Ice, they're dead. I have 2 answers now. Or just another Fury. I'm actually helping them cast their Furies, which is funny. Oh, look at that. We won the game. After a not so close loss game 1, we came back and won game 2 and 3. And I'll see you guys for the next game, or the next match. Hello, everybody. Welcome back for round 4 of this Modern League, playing Crashing Footfalls. Playing against Luris, so they could be Burn. They could be Hammer. What else could they be? Burn, Hammer. There's only 2 that are coming up. Grixis, maybe? I don't hate this hand. We have 1 Rhino, basically. 2 protection spells, a stall piece, and a removal, so we'll keep. Playing, so they're on Hammer. Esper Sentinel, sure. I don't mind Esper Sentinel. Midnight, sure. We'll just play Misty, pass. We don't really want to play the breeding pool yet. I like to conceal when I'm playing for as long as possible. Especially if we don't have any reason to play like a breeding pool. We're not really gaining anything out of playing it there. Go ahead and take 2 here. That's fine. 18. Opponent keep a 1-lander? No. Didn't think so. Prevent the next 2 damage. That would be able to target legendary creature this turn. So none of those are legendary creatures. So I mean, I can play this Fury and just wipe their board next turn. And is that the play? I also don't hate fire. Let's grab a Stomping Ground. Do I just want to wipe their board with Fury? I don't hate it. I also don't love it, though. I feel like I can get more out of this later, maybe. No, they're almost Metalcraft. Yeah, they already have 2. So let's just play. I have to get rid of the Fire Ice, though. It's kind of annoying. That's fine, though. Yeah. Let's exile Fire Ice, play Fury. Two here, 1 here, 1 here. 2, 1, 1. Okay. Killed their board. We'll play. Let's play this breeding pool tapped and pass turn. We might use the Scalding Tarn to go fetch a island later. We got another Pure Steel Paladin, that's fine. Ink Moth, sure. Hammer. So that'll give them... Do I just force here? I think I do. Keeps them from drawing a card. And I'll have to worry about the hammer later with the Pure Steel Paladin. There's the Midnight. So now I'm glad I forced that. They would have had 3 artifacts. With the animation of Ink Moth. Ooh. It's a good draw as well. We'll play Scalding Tarn and plan to make some Rhinos, but we'll see. We can also Fire Ice if they draw like an artifact. We can also Fire Ice Midnight Blink Moth. I don't hate that. Or Fire, rather. Really don't want them to draw a Saga. they're just going to attack right into it, huh? Maybe. Maybe not. Probably shouldn't. Oh, okay. I guess I can just add Luris to their hand. Should probably save this Fire Ice for Luris. Let's grab a mountain maybe? Yeah, let's grab a mountain here. Red, green, red. Cast Violent Outburst. Cast Footfalls. Make some blockers. Block both of your creatures. Blockers. So they're going to let me block here. What could they have? One card. Let's get them really just hoping. Oh, I killed both their creatures? Sure. Okay. There's a plane, so they're probably going to add Luris to their hand here. Sure. We could attack them for 8, put them at 12, and fire the Luris. Is our plan right now? Yeah. Drew another land, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Really would like to draw. Oh, to be honest. Gonna attack for 8. Like a Seasoned Pyromancer would be really good. I'd be in for that. Ooh, they can Ajano Castle prevent the damage to their Luris. It's kind of cool. Okay, they drew an Ink Moth. We're gonna play their Luris, sure. Cast Esper Sentinel. Respond. Fire Luris. 2 damage Luris. Esper Sentinel's fine. Sack the Scalding Tarn. Let's grab a Steam Vents tapped. Gemstone Caverns. That's not really what we wanted, unfortunately. We're going to attack, put them to 4. Play Breeding Pool, pass. We've had some pretty poor draws this league. We won, fortunately, but could have easily went the other way. Let's bring in Force of Vigors. Do we want Blood Moons? Maybe. Don't really want Endurance. Do we want Endurance for Luris, maybe? And Clothy, maybe? Cut Murktide. Not interested in cutting Furies. Force of Vigors are staying in the deck. Same with Fire Ice. Dead and Gone's just another removal spell. Brazen Borrow's really good. Force Negations, maybe. I think they're probably better than Blood Moon, though. Endurance, eh. Clothy, eh. Seasoned Pyromancers, those are really good. I mean, I think they're better than all of these. Prismari Command's a must. Gotta keep my Cascade spells and my Cascade targets. So, let's cut. Do I want Endurance? I mean, the only real reason to bring Endurance is to get Luris. I don't think that's a real reason to bring those in. So now we're looking at Blood Moon. Do we want Blood Moon against Hammer? Shuts off Saga. Ink Moth. That's about it. And probably not. Could cut a Force of Negation. Run it back like that. Let me know down below if I should be bringing in Blood Moons against Hammer. I don't think so, but maybe. There's a chance. Don't mind my dogs in the background. So we got Fury, Dead Gone, Dead Gone. I mean, yeah. Oh, okay. So they probably brought in Oriox, not Oriox Scavengers. Sanctifier in back, right? Yeah, we'll keep. Could be better, could be worse. I mean, we have a ton of removal spells, so as long as I don't have, whatchamacallit, we're fine. So that might be a reason to bring Endurance back in. Esper Sentinel, sure. Memnite, sure. What are we gonna get here? Can I get a Cascade spell? Yeah, I don't hate it. Let's play Scalding Tarn Pass. We might have to Dead Gone something here. Like if they have Sigarda's Aid Hammer. It's gonna attack for 2. I'm okay with that. If they play a Pure Steel here, we're definitely gonna Fury. Nothing. So we'll go ahead and crack our Tarn. Grab a Stomping Ground. Tapped. Drew a Footfalls. That's not great. Can we suspend it? Probably. Let's play Scalding Tarn. Suspend a Footfalls. Maybe. Let me close some of this other stuff in my work real quick. Hopefully that'll make it a little bit less laggy. Do you have anything I can close over here? Close Discord, I suppose. Keep up Dead Gone. I mean, yes, they get a draw card with Esper Sentinel, but I mean, the longer we hold Footfalls in their hand, the worse it gets. Let's go open that window so we don't forget. Also, the longer we wait, the more creatures we can catch with Fury. I mean, they're only attacking for 2 each turn. I mean, I'm not too upset by that. Lurrus time, put Lurrus into your hand. Sure. Crack this. Go get a Steam Vents tapped. No. Trigger Crashing Footfalls. Season peasy. Probably not casting that. I think here we kill the Esper Sentinel if they don't do anything else. Yes, it lets them get it back with Lurrus, but we can just Fury to pick it up. Played another land. Our opponent must be getting a lot of land screwed here. Or flooded, rather. I haven't seen a Saga out of our opponent. Saga Aid's fine. Didn't even attack. I didn't want to attack into the Rhinos again. So I kind of want to bait out. Yeah. The hammer here so I can just gone it. Or gone the creature with the hammer. So let's go ahead and dead the Sentinel. Yes, I would like to pay the 1. Okay, so they let the Esper Sentinel die. It's an interesting move. Footfalls trigger. We really got to get some pressure going. That's the one unfortunate thing with this hand. We don't have a ton of it. But I mean, we're really reactive, so As long as we can just keep picking off their creatures, we should be fine. I'm gonna sack clearing, draw a card. Sure. Force of Vigor would be great right about now. Another land, sure. Is it Luris time? If it's a Luris Esper Sentinel, I'm going to Fury pick everything up. Hopefully draw a land. That would be sweet if I could just hardcast this Fury. So they're just going to use the hammer as a piece of protection. Yeah, that's fine. And they're going to play the Esper Sentinel anyways. Okay, sure. I don't hate it. They already played a land this turn. So let's get a Footfalls trigger here. And draw a land. One time I actually want to draw a land. It is not a land, but it does blow up a hammer. What are we getting rid of here? Let's evoke. We're getting rid of the Pyromancer. It's so unfortunate. I think we have to. Evoke and then damage. 2 here, 1 here, 1 here. Kill their board. Now I don't have to worry about a Luris for the rest of the game, which is good. We got Rhinos coming down next turn as well. My opponent is getting mana flooded. Goodness. Sure, make your or draw your card, that's fine. Stoneforge. Sure. Trigger on the stack, should I kill it? Yeah. I don't see why not. This will bait out a hammer if they have it. Yep, there's the hammer. So we could Prismari command here, blow up the hammer, their Stoneforge dies. And then, what do we do with the other mode? Make a treasure? Try loot? I don't think there's really any reason to loot, is there? So we're gonna go red, blue, green. Ah. Fine, it resolves. I mean, it's gonna die anyways. Because it's gonna have 2 damage on it. I want them to choose what they're gonna get with their Stoneforge first. It's probably a hammer, sure. That's fine. So we definitely don't want to loot now. We really want to keep this Brazen Borrower up. So we're going to destroy target artifact, make a treasure. I would like that. I would like to blow up your hammer. Oop. Red, blue, green. Kills our Stoneforge. Now we can cast this Fury if we get the chance. We're probably going to draw a land now, aren't we? Cast. Crashing Footfalls. Make some Rhinos. Ooh. That's a good one. Puts our opponent almost dead next turn. Don't hate it. Pure Steel Paladin. Sure. Do I want them to draw a card with the hammer? Actually, I don't think this is going to work very well in my opponent's favor. They're going to try to block, equip a hammer, and then I'm going to bounce the hammer in response. I'm okay with that, I think. Cast Violent Outburst. Finally get some easy rhinos. Cast a rhino. Sulfur Falls, sure. We'll go to combat first, see what they do. I got a block, right? Block, hammer up. So I actually got to bounce the Pure Steel Paladin. Hammer resolves. Oh, I should have bounced it in response, huh? Petty Theft. It's a bit of a misplay. Hopefully it doesn't matter, but... Okay. They're going to take 16, go to 2. I let him draw an extra card. That's the misplay. It's response to casting I should have bounced. Oh, you got a path one? Sure. Let's go grab... We got red, red, green, green, blue, blue, red. So let's grab a forest. Take 12, go to 6, 7. The Sulfur Falls pass. So there's the Pure Steel Paladin, sure. Cranial plating, that's fine. Put it on the Pure Steel Paladin. You're looking for another equipment so you can suit up the hammer. And that's your only out, but I still think you're dead because you need a blocker as well. Maybe not. Okay, John Newcastle, sure. There's your mana. Stoneforge. Do you have a zero-cost equipment in your deck? I would assume Stratosphere. Okay, so we need to make sure our opponent gets dead this turn. Which I believe they are, right? So they can only suck up 4. We'll take 8, 11. And they scoop it up. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. Puts us up to 3-1, and I'll see you guys for the 5th and final game of this league. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is for Game 5 here. Playing against Kanister? Excuse me? Is this the Kanister? Oh, my God. No companions, which I appreciate. Misty, pass. We keep the fabled 3-land hand again. It's awkward because we can't, or 2-land, need a 3rd land hand. Can't cast Shardless Agent. Well, we can. So what do we get here? Do we grab like a breeding pool? We can grab breeding pool. That doesn't help us cast Shardless Agent or Peasy though. Steam Vents. Can't cast Violent Outburst, Shardless Agent, or Stomping Ground. No, let's just grab a breeding pool. Can I get a 3rd land? One time? God. One of these days. One of these days I will find a 3rd land, I promise. Murktide. This is the first time I've drawn it out of the 7 or 8 matches I've played. So we'll see how good it is here. Watery Grave. Am I playing against Mill? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, goodness. We're doing this again, huh? Godless Shrine. Esper Control, maybe? Can I draw a land, please? One time, give me a land. Oh my god. We should just never keep 2-land hands, huh? Never lucky. Not even lucky. What, 23 lands? So I had what, 20 out of 50 chance to draw one. So, I mean, it's less than half, I suppose. Man. Blood Crypt? Excuse me? Lingering Souls? Excuse me? Okay, okay. Can we draw land here? Land. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't really want to discard any of these cards because it'll show what I'm playing. But I think I will discard a Pyromancer. The Lingering Souls beatdown, huh? This hasn't happened in a while. Another Lingering Souls? I mean, good news is we fed a card to Murktide Regent. Cracking a Bloodstained Mire. Sure. Gets a mountain. What is it? Perforos? Huh? Excuse me? Excuse me? I don't know how I feel about this. Land. Holy shnikes. We're gonna dead a spirit token so I don't have to discard. We're probably gonna die to a Perforos. Wow. That is a Perforos God of the Forge. Haven't seen that one in a hot minute. Oh God. Oh God. I'm at 9. 8? Yeah. Can I draw a third land? Please. Just never going to draw a third land. That's okay. It happens. White, blue. Sure. Faithful Mending. It's fine. Bloodghast, Bloodghast. Excuse me? Excuse me? No, thank you. Oh yeah, I'm just dead. Alrighty then. Game 2. Oh my. Okay. So we need some graveyard hate. Some endurances would be good. Force of Vigor, Blood Moon. Oh, I do think I like Blood Moons against them. What about Mystical Dispute? I don't think we need the ley lines, do we? Yeah, maybe. Maybe we do need ley lines. I have, what, Lingering Souls, Faithful Mending. I think that's it. Maybe a Clothy. I don't know how I feel about the Murktide, to be honest. I'm going to cut one of them. I don't think Dead and Gone's very good. Fire Ice is good. I can split the damage. Still so-so on ley lines. Brazen Borrower seemed fine. Force, I didn't really see anything forcible in that deck that I'd be worried about. Maybe, though. Clothy I like. I like Blood Moon. I like Endurance. I could trim on some Peasies. Didn't really see anything that Prismari Command would be good against. You got to keep your Cascade and your Cascade targets. So what do we cut here? Got to cut 6 cards. Let's cut commands and probably get punished by the chalices out of the sideboard. Let's trim a force. Do we really need 3 ley lines? Let's cut a force. Notably, Force does exile, so like if I force a Faithless Mending or a Lingering Souls. Got a PZ. Would I like a third Force or a second PZ more? I think a third Force probably. Let's run back to 2-2. Try like that. I would like to play first. That is a mulligan. Well, I have double Blood Moon, Footfalls, Violent Outburst, Shardless Agent, Blood Moon. 2 lands. We're going to keep... We put a Blood Moon back? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, well. Let's see what you got, Kanister. Let me kick my rear end. They also kept 6. Stomping Ground, untapped. Suspend of Footfalls. Oh, I should have cut the Gemstone Mine or Cavern. Don't you Thoughtseize me. Chalice on 0. That's unfortunate. And Thoughtseize? Rip. Okay. That's less exciting. So now we need to find a Brazen Borrower. And the Prismari commands might come back into the main deck. Clothy? Okay. I'll take a Clothy. So here's what they know of our hand. Here's our Suspended Footfalls. We played the Misty. You gonna Thoughtseize me? Oh my god, they took the Clothy. No! That's unfortunate. Yeah, we're not going to crack a fetch. We would like to draw our 3rd land again. But we also need a Petty Theft. Oh my god, we're doing this again. Here we go. Buckle up. My opponent going to miss? Kanister going to miss their 3rd land? No, never. We need a Petty Theft right here, right now. Oh, 3rd land at least, so... I don't know if I want to PZ these away. Probably. Let's grab a Forest. And a Steam Vents. Easy. Discard these 2 cards. Make some guys. Ooh. Okay. Swamp. Sure. Hallowed Fountain. Sure. Chalice on 0, huh? What an asshole. So I can Petty Theft the Chalice with the trigger in the stack? I think I'm alright with that. Instead of playing Blood Moon here. Depending on what they do. Well, there's some Perforos? Well, maybe I just Blood Moon? Oh, this is a hard decision, huh? So I can make some bodies here. I think I'm just going to Blood Moon. And I drew a Fire Ice. Okay. I'm about it. Let me know down below if you think I should have bounced the Chalice and made some Rhinos there. I was thinking about it. Probably should have because my mana base is a little weak. We don't have any islands. Our opponent also can't cast spells though, so I'm okay with that. Attack again. Opponent goes to 1. Do we just shut him out here? I don't know what they could have. They could have Force in their deck for all I know. So, I mean, I just want to see more of what's going on. Okay, we're going to game 3 against Kanister in this pile of Magic cards, that's for sure. I feel like I got to get some number of Prismari commands back in the deck. Cut a Fury. Cut a Pyro. I want to cut both Pyros? No, we'll try that. See how that goes. We're on the draw for game 3, so that means we really don't want to Thoughtseize or Mulligan if we don't have to. So we're probably more likely to keep a sketchier hand, I would say. That's definitely a hand of Magic cards. We got Outburst, Pyro, lands, a Mulligan. This one's better. I'll put Fire Ice on the bottom or Prismari Command or an Endurance. I think I'm going to put an Endurance on the bottom. And hope to draw the 3rd land again. Oh boy. This is how Chicago's going to go. I don't know if I want to be playing Crashcade. Not if every game's going to be. Did I draw my 3rd land? Opponent kept 6. We're going to keep 6. We're going to put an Endurance on bottom. Fountain tapped. Joke's on him. 2 Mox Monkey breeding or Blood Moon. We drew the Blood Moon. Okay. I'm about it. So we can tap their fetch land and make them crack it in response with ice. Try to catch them with a Blood Moon. This deck's so greedy to be playing Blood Moon. You have like 3 basics in the deck, 4 basics. Deep in the tank. Okay. Plays the Polluted Delta, cracks it immediately. Gets a Blood Crypt. Untapped. Inquisition. Alright. Take you a gander. Hand's kind of sick. I mean, we literally have everything. So, just hope we don't get Perforos, I suppose. What do they take here? What? Are they afraid of Blood Moon, maybe? Endurance? I mean, so I don't think they're considering Fire Ice Prismari Command. It was really between Endurance, Shardless Agent, Blood Moon. How they wanted to attack our plan. Shardless Agent, Blood Moon, Endurance, yeah. That's what I said. So this is what they know. They know Fire Ice. Is that everything else? Yeah, 5. Okay. Draw a land? Hot damn. We did it. We finally did it. We finally learned how to find a second land. I think I'm going to tap their Blood Crypt here. You want Island or Forest? Let's grab a Forest so we can cast Endurance. Okay. Chalice on 0, that's kind of annoying. Mountain. Chalice on 0. Unfortunate. Sure. Supposed to get an island with that Misty, wasn't I? That's a bit of a misplay there. So I'm gonna play. This doesn't really need to get anything. Let's play the Steam Vents untapped and pass. We can Primal Command, destroy Chalice, make a treasure. Or we can just flash in this Endurance if we have to. Lingering Souls? Peasy. Peasy's fine. Sure. Now we can Prismari, blow your artifact up, hit Pyro. Discarded Faithful Mending, Lingering Souls. Oh, they're giving me a choice, huh? Probably just gotta flash in the Endurance, right? I know it's coming. So what could they be doing? Making Rhinos really isn't that great right now. Let's go ahead and let's flash. Let's just cast Endurance. Shuffle their graveyard in. Attack for 3. Take it. Play Hinterland Harbor Pass. So we're going to take 4 here. But next turn we can well, let's see what they do. So blue, red, Prismari Command. Do we want to loot? I think we might loot here with Command. But if we can make a treasure, we can double Shardless Agent next turn. Let's do that. So let's create a treasure, destroy target artifact. I want a treasure. I want to blow up your Chalice. Okay. Let's move to combat. Attack for 3. Third 11, blue, green. Play the Shardless Agent they know about. They now know nothing about my hand. Cast Footfalls. So they can take it and go to 3. So I'm thinking here, we crack this fetch. Go grab Stomping Ground untapped. Green, blue, white, second Shardless Agent. Cast this other Footfalls and hope we don't get Wrath. This is lethal. So we don't want to see Engineered Explosives. Okay, our opponent's at 9. What do they have here? Lingering Souls doesn't do anything. So they're attacking. So they have white. They have Damnation maybe? Wrath? Actual just Wrath? Actual factual Wrath? Damn? Sure. That's unfortunate. Leyline. Can't even cast it. Ugh. That's unfortunate for us. Think we're going to lose this one? Maybe I wasn't supposed to double Shardless Agent there. I didn't know they had Wrath in their deck. Thoughtseize, take the ley line, sure. Go to 7. Six. Okay. Okay. Just don't want to draw a ley line. Basically, is what I don't want to do. Down to 4. Play the Steam Vents tap. Pass turn. So they're gonna make some tokens with a Peasy, probably. White, blue, Faithful Mending, sure. Fortunate they gained life. Another Peasy? I don't think we're winning this one anymore. Oh, that's a close one. Chalice on 0, sure. Really should not have played that second. Shardless Agent. What really got me. Violent Outburst. Doesn't do anything because there's a Chalice in play. Well, we're going to play the Scalding Tarn and let our opponent kill us. In the meantime, guys, remember, if you guys like these types of videos, want to see more, remember to smash that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. If you guys want to see more content like this, remember to subscribe to the channel. Also appreciated. If you could comment down below any suggestions, play suggestions, gameplay suggestions, games you want to see me play, etc. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'm going to take my 4, go to 4. Langering Souls, sure. Fury's what I really need to draw here, and I still think I'm dead. So I Fury these, block here, go to 1. I'm not going to crack my fetch. And the Sulfur Falls, huh? Well, that was a nice 3-2. Both those games we lost, I think we could have won. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.